Hello everyone, and welcome to my sister wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown and his 4 wives are depicted in Sister Wives. They are no longer polygamous though, after 3 of Kody's wives departed within a year. It's interesting to note that everyone from this previous union either prefers monogamy to polygamy or is currently in a monogamous relationship. Meri, the first and last wife of Kody, opened up about her opinions on polygamy, her connections with the other wives, and her relationship with Kody during a recent podcast interview. According to reports, Meri implied that she might be to blame for the current appearance of the Brown family. The podcast also offered an explanation for Meri's consistent reserve. It also explored her background and the commonality of jealousy in polygamous partnerships. What is Meri Brown's current opinion on polygamy? Find out everything there is to know about it. Meri Brown talked about her early years with her former husband, Kody, during an interview on the Misunderstood podcast with Rachel Uckettle on June 11th. When they first met and made the decision to get married to multiple people, they were extremely young. When Kody was 21 and Meri was just 19, they got married. Although the Sister Wives star said that their courtship was a non-existent, Kody had a strong affection for her during their first few years of marriage. It's interesting to note that Kody acknowledges that he now has the least interest in Meri. She called Kody, who is young, a jovial heir and a fun. Despite getting divorced in 2014, the former couple's relationship officially terminated in 2023. Meri also separated from Kody as a result of his partiality toward one of the wives, which strained relations with the others. Meri gave a nice account of her experiences with the other wives. She explained how the sister wives were able to establish a good communication system and raise their kids in a safe environment. Without seeking outside assistance, the women raised all of the children together. Meri was grateful for this, particularly considering her infertility issues. She was appreciative of having raised her lone child with the kids of her sister wives. Meri has no interest in being married again or even going into another polygamous union. Nonetheless, she thinks polygamy can succeed if everyone concentrates on exerting equal effort. She also said that if one spouse loses interest, the relationship could end. It seemed as though Meri had implied in this remark that she could have been the reason behind the Brown family's final breakup. She did not, however, provide any specifics. Meri also discussed how her background influenced her personality on the program. She disclosed that her parents were polygamists excommunicated from the mainstream Mormon church when she was born in Northern California. Because of the way they live. 6 of Meri's 25 siblings were her own. She mentioned that because polygamy was forbidden in Utah, her parents had to hide their way of life in order to shield themselves from any sort of penalty. Her reclusive demeanor as an adult came from experiencing such secrecy and dread of being separated from her family at a young age. Meri talked about her mother's interactions with the other wives as well. She discovered that envy is a typical occurrence in polygamy, despite her education to the contrary. She clarified, though, that despite splitting from Kody, her ties with the other spouses remained cordial. Meri also mentioned how she wanted to move on from the breakup and concentrate on herself. Since divorcing spouse Kody Brown in early 2023, Sister Wives actress Meri Brown hasn't found a committed relationship. She isn't afraid to express her desire for a new relationship though. After her divorce, she completely changed. She now exudes a lighter demeanor and has lost a significant amount of weight. Meri exudes confidence in her abilities and has demonstrated through recent photos that she is enjoying herself with the men in her life. In 1990, Meri and Kody tied the knot. Standing by his side as the polygamous couple gained 3 additional spouses, she was his first wife. After Kody withheld his affection from Meri for years, she stayed faithful to him. In order to enable Kody to lawfully wed Robin Brown and adopt her children, she even went so far as to formally divorce him while she remained spiritually married. Kody didn't share Meri's belief that she had promised to stick by her husband through good times and bad. In January 2023, Meri declared her breakup with Kody following his admission that he had given up on their romance. Meri shared a picture of herself with a man in August 2023, referring to him as one of my favorite people and a true friend. They both had brilliant smiles on their faces as she leaned in close to him, displaying a profound degree of comfort. Meri mentioned that he had been a part of her life for a number of years in her long caption, which reflected on the importance of their relationship. They didn't see each other very frequently though. Since her divorce, Meri has relied heavily on her friends, the most well-known of whom is her best friend Jen Sullivan, who frequently appears on Sister Wives. Meri was not spotted engaging with many males outside of her family during her marriage. Meri's decision to go alone after splitting from Cody is a relief. She seems to be spending time with the people who have supported her during her worst moments and with whom she can now celebrate her current state of well-being. A buddy who seemed to share Meri's enthusiasm for Disney joined her at one of her favorite places, Disneyland. Images showed Meri's companion gesturing excitedly at the castle behind them while sporting a Mickey Mouse sweatshirt with a Halloween motif. Meri's caption alluded to their plans for the next year's trip, implying that they want to make it a yearly ritual. While Meri's adoration for Disneyland has been extensively reported, it seemed that Cody didn't feel the same way about the theme park. Despite being married for more than 30 years, the couple was never sighted together in Disneyland. Because of Cody's responsibilities to his 3 other wives and his 18 children, the pair hardly ever went on vacation. Meri can now follow her interests alone, with pals who will also enjoy the company, as she is no longer single. In her photos, Meri appears content and in good health, which is a refreshing change after all the years that Cody mistreated her. Meri may not have discovered love, but she does spend time with guys, and they seem to enjoy her company. Meri has to surround herself with people who will support her as she goes, and judging by her pictures, she's already surrounded herself with a number of guys. Since the last Sister Wives season, Meri Brown has been redefining herself, but it hasn't affected how she treats Paydon Brown. Leon Brown was the only child Meri and Cody Brown had together as his first wife. She did, however, have an impact on the lives of Robin Brown, Christine Brown, and Janelle Brown. The Sister Wives had distinct functions, but overall, the Brown family operated as a one entity. Janelle worked outside the home, leaving Meri and Christine to handle household duties, such as child-rearing. Meri may have been a wonderful mother, but when it came to Paydon and some of the other siblings, she fell short. Paydon was born on August 7, 1998, making him the 3rd child in the lineup of 18 and the 3rd child of Cody and Christine. Paydon was raised in Utah, just like the rest of the family, and he and his family eventually relocated to Las Vegas. 2019 saw him graduate from high school, go through National Guard boot camp, and move to Flagstaff with his brother Garrison Brown, who tragically died a short time after. He hasn't been quiet about his unease with Meri, his stepmother though. It's time to explore their connection ahead of Sister Wives Season 19. Paydon has been transparent about his tumultuous relationship with Meri. In a 2023 exclusive interview, Paydon talked on how he and a few of his siblings were uncomfortable with Meri. Paydon said that Meri's actions added to the tension and that he purposefully avoided bringing up Meri in family conversations because of his bad experiences with her. The tense dynamics within the Brown family were further exacerbated by the fact that several of his siblings, most notably Maddie Brown Brush, shared this sentiment. In the interview, Paydon was forthright. Abrasive and kind of mean are not strong enough words. They are not aggressive enough words, Paydon said in response to John's remark that Meri could be cruel. Meri was not nice, he said. To describe Meri to some of us kids in particular, the word abrasive is insufficient. Meri was depicted negatively on the show, but she was never shown to be abusive, which is why the accusation's so startling. Paydon responded, as so far beyond verbal, when asked if Meri's treatment of the children went beyond words, but he withheld further information. It is troubling to suggest that Meri's actions extended beyond verbal abuse because it suggests physical abuse occurred within the Brown household. It hasn't been verified though. It was clear from Paydon's remarks in the 2023 interview that Meri was abrasive and kind of mean, and that neither he nor any of his siblings felt comfortable around Meri. Us Weekly reported that the 25-year-old used a now-deleted 2019 Twitter feud involving his sister Maddie, who had called an unidentified family member a monster and a abusive human, to bolster his claims. Maddie did not mention Meri by name, but many assumed she was talking to her stepmother based on when she tweeted. Paydon responded by saying that he and his siblings never felt safe in Meri's presence. People claims that Cody was made aware of the circumstance. In response, Paydon said in the YouTube video that Robin had alerted her husband of the troubled relationship, but Cody had been unaware of it for years. Because Robin took good care of him and his siblings, Paydon thought of her as a reliable stepmother, in contrast to many other family members. In his interview, Paydon defended Robin by saying, I will never hate Robin because she opened several eyes, and because of that, I will never hate her. Meri's responses to Paydon's claims were always circumspect. In response to Paydon's assertions, Meri celebrated her 52nd birthday on Instagram by thanking her friends and emphasizing her commitment to constructive future pursuits. In her posts, she did not specifically address the allegations of abuse. Instead, she expressed gratitude to friends who are aware of her heart and true self. Meri's journey of self-discovery and growth has superseded the contentious reports of her allegedly mistreating her stepchildren since the allegations. Meri's efforts to improve her weight and create worthy up are admirable and deserving of recognition. But it's crucial to remember the accusations that she mistreated Paydon and the other siblings of the Brown family. If Meri was really cruel and abusive, she should apologize to her stepchildren and make an effort to patch things up. Even though the Brown family dynamic is clearly challenging and tense, it's critical that they get past Garrison's untimely death and find closure. After Sister Wives, maybe Meri may reconcile with Paydon and Maddie in their adult life. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.